this thing working? Hello. Yes, hello, and how are you? Welcome to another video, or the first video of this mini series. I don't know what to call it. I'm doing this off a whim. Don't judge me. Yes, hello. Nevertheless, welcome to the very first edition of the Art Box, whereby this is going to be a little come draw with me, as we are going to go into a little discussion about inspiration. Yes, inspiration. Inspiration is I don't know what to call it. At the end of the day, I don't know. You get inspired. Duh. Inspiration to me is, well, to me personally, as a creative, I have this sort of like sense of creating with purpose or not to create in vain. Because the fact of like creating in vain just doesn't seem That's why I kind of stopped doing commissions, or commissions that I didn't feel completely obligated to do, or commissions that did not really appease to me, like commissions that I just didn't really vibe with, you know. And then I just went off and just started doing free space. Free space to me is just like a sort of like way that I just create for the sense of creating because it just feels right. And comparing all the times that I've actually just woke up early morning or just continue chilling and just got a random burst of, oh my god, this guy wants to paint. And then my best and most favorite pieces came out of that. And even pieces that some people would say, like, this is not your best work, but to me personally, it hits the right spot because I like it. And at the end of the day, that's what it all is about. So, yeah, I personally just vibe with the sort of like free space flow when it comes to just creating in general. Now, when you talk about inspiration, that's a whole different story. Inspiration to me is just, say, anything can inspire you. Anything can give you a sense of creative urges to create and just be yourself. Ooh. Express yourself creatively on a canvas or any form of medium that you feel fit, and just enjoy it. God damn. That's basically it. But if we have to narrow it down to what truly is inspiration, then I would personally say that inspiration is something that stems from something that catches you as a person, just to make you feel that, well, I want to do something semi-related to this or completely related to this, and just go on and just go create. Whether it be engineering or that one canvas that you really wanted to make, like, yo, you just feel like something's missing. Whether it be from multiple types of inspiration, can stem from many other type of things. Whether it be you're an artist, but for some reason you're watching, I don't even know, a movie about, I don't even know, and then for some reason a stem of inspiration bursted at the scene, whereby that little tiny moment made you actually gain in tune so that you can go create a particular piece, and you did so, and from there on out you actually made a fire piece. I know, right? Crazy, insane. And that can go for many other facets, many other forms of creative outputs, and so on and so forth. And inspiration, I would say, is an artist's most valuable asset. Let it being a fire asset is amazing, like dead ass. And that is just stupendous, spectacular. Like, guys, how I don't know if you can be an artist if you cannot be inspired. So, where to look for inspiration? I don't know. Inspiration to me, it's like where I look for inspiration, it just comes to me. It's something that just comes of random. I would just be minding my own business. Next thing I see that, I would look at something, watch something, or whether it be a series of cartoons, any form of animation. Sometimes I would just be watching anything, and for some reason, just my brain just starts sparking, and I would just have the vibes, get the vibes to just start creating. And whether it even be series, music, especially music. For me, music is one of my best types of inspiration, because I feel like I come up with my best ideas while I'm listening to music, completely enjoying myself, completely submerged within the vibes of just multiple artists and just in the vibes, man. It's insane. And I personally just like that. I just like that. And it just gives me a sense of serenity. Big words. Inspiration to hit you, it has to be organic, it has to be natural. Just like the sense of creating for you to just wake up one morning and say, well, I want to create today. I want to actually be in the vibe to create today and just create, whether it be a song or it be even a piece, a general design piece. Hell, it can even be architecture, a house. The whole point of it is that inspiration can stem from anything so that you can make anything. If inspiration can come from anything and everything, it can help you to make anything and everything. That's basically the whole point. So, to me, inspiration is like one of an artist's best outputs. It's one of an artist's best features. It makes an artist feel or make an artist get all of the resources that he needs in order to do anything that he needs to do. And I'm speaking on visual artists, for instance, that for me, like I said, I would probably be watching or listening to music and be completely submerged and just gain the inspiration because my brain would be busy. I would gather the sort of like wisdom or the sort of inspiration in order for me to actually make a dynamite piece, and it would be amazing. Nevertheless, like the piece I'm making right now, well, as I'm recording this, I actually did not start, so don't judge me. The point of it is that I've been holding on to this piece for a minute. It's one of a piece that I wanted to dedicate it to that special someone. I love it. Like I can already, I didn't even make it, but I was saying I love it. I'm a weird ball. Dead ass. I'm weird. See my mic? Can you even hear me? I don't even know if you can hear me. This piece that I'm making right now is something that I've actually made dedicated to a special someone, and yeah, it's a doozy. It's a vibe. The colors. Ooh, look at those colors. Again, I did not even start this thing, but I'm out here being an idiot, a goofball, a nerf. I'm done with myself. I did have a certain part of the segment whereby I would actually interview people and just have like some sort of like podcast type commentary whereby I can actually interview people and just throw them on here so you can hear from their outputs from poets, fashion bloggers, so on and so forth, and designers. But
hey, this is Future Gino, and something just occurred to me that I can just ask them to send voice notes instead of just recording the call. So yeah, here you go. I'm still editing this, by the way.
I cannot truly come out and pinpoint what inspiration is because I feel like you find inspiration in every single thing that you do or in every little thing that there is. I sometimes find inspiration in movies just by walking billboards or from different individuals. So that's why you can never truly pinpoint inspiration.
Okay, so as a creative, in my opinion, inspiration is the trigger that causes us to create. So inspiration is basically like the thing that switches on the light and brings your creativity out. That would be what inspiration is to me. So my inspiration comes from a lot of things. Mostly my inspiration first comes from God, because that's where I've been grounded, and that's like the one place I found like my center, or just so I don't waver away. And then my other inspiration is people and situations.
And as well as, but for me, what truly inspires me is probably my feelings. I tend to go up and down when it comes to my moods and stuff like that. So whenever I feel a certain type of way, I sometimes want to write about that way so that I'm able to resonate with other individuals, so that they can see that it is okay to feel that way, and that it is okay that some people might not understand that. I just want to kind of like have a voice for them and be able to touch people with what I say, because to me that is what feeds me. Basically, that's what feeds my creativeness. The moment I'm able to touch hearts, the moment I'm able to make people feel a certain type of way, it literally drives me crazy, and I am grateful and humbled.
Adding on to that, shoot, I mean, as a person, everyone likes to relate, right? So when you write, you want to people, you want to relate to people. You want people to see what you see, and then you want people to see that you see what they see. So to empathize with people, and that's one thing, or at least to see your point of view.
What inspires me is my ability to become a better person for myself, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, as well as with the people around me.
So I normally write. Still, like everything else, I'm still like getting to know. But with regards to like writing and stuff, I write things from conversation with people, from just talking to people, like out of conversation that would inspire me. I'd also see something and be like, okay, that's very like sounds poetic. I'd listen to a song and be like, I like this line, let me turn it into an entire poem. So my inspiration comes from like a variety of things. It's usually people and just things that happen. Oh, and most definitely situations, just because writing for me is a way to let out emotions and to put my head in a clear state, and that's how I think better. So that's what inspiration is. I draw inspiration, that's what inspiration is.
So, what have we learned today? That as an artist, you have to acquire a sort of an eye in order to create, an eye to gain inspiration from virtually anything. But Kendall, that doesn't make sense at all. I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't. However, it's just a sort of like you have to open your mind and your spine. Spine? You have to open your mind to the possibilities that anything can be able to inspire you. Basically, a sort of eye opener that anything can be relatively inspirational to your work, that you should just be open to the possibilities. And for saying that, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to actually come up with your very next piece. And also, do not create for just the sake of it, or just because, or completely relying in on commissions and whatnot. Again, if you only do commissions and that is your main source of income, by all means, go for it, son. But I mean, in the sense of like, just don't just jump on it and just completely be heavily reliant on that if it doesn't make you happy. I mean, in the sense of, if you just want to create, just let it come naturally. And in that same line, so does inspiration. And through that, you would actually make some dynamite pieces. To cut that off, yeah, just a whole 11 minutes of me rambling. I need to make some serious life choices right now. Thank you again for watching this video. And if you're not, please hit that subscribe button down below, and also turn on post notifications. And if you love what we do here and want to see more great stuff, go on over to Art for the Heart. Go check it out. It's amazing. There's a lot of amazing creatives there. You won't regret nothing, man. You'd love it. Might have to redo that. But nevertheless, thank you again for watching. Goodbye.